My dear children, welcome back to new session of our e-learning class. In today's class, Geography Unit 5, we will be learning about India forest resources. In today's chapter, the topics we are going to learn are meaning and importance of forest resources, types and distribution of forest, conservation of forest, wildlife and national parks in India, biosphere reserves of India. Dear children, before going to the topics, first let us know the meaning of forest. A large area of land covered with trees and undergrowth is called as forest. The importance of forest it can be classified with the two groups. One is direct importance and indirect importance. With the direct importance, it is used as fuel, timber and industrial raw materials. It provides fodder to livestock and employment opportunities to people. In indirect importance, it checks soil erosion, controls flood and regulates the flow of rivers, make the climate equal, and it provides shelter to wildlife. Dear children, let us move on to our next topic, that is types of forest. The forests in India broadly classified into 6 categories. They are the tropical evergreen forest, the tropical deciduous forest, scrub forest and grassland, desert vegetation, mountain forest and mangrove forest. Now let us learn one by one. The tropical evergreen forest. The tropical forests are found in area of heavy rainfall annually, it is exceeding 250 centimeter. They are found on the western slope of Western Ghats and hill stations of northern eastern states of Assam, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Tripura, Manipur and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. These forests are dense and trees grow to a greater height. The trees and plants don't shed their leaves during year. Hence, they are evergreen. Some of the important trees are, you can see in the picture, yes, right children, teak, rosewood, ebony, mahogany, gurujan and champa. And the next one is the tropical deciduous forest. These forests are found in area with an annual rainfall of 100 to 200 centimeters. They occupy a wide area largely on the eastern slope of the Western Ghats, including Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Chota Nagpur Plate and foothills of Himalayas as well as parts of Odisha and West Bengal. The trees in these forests shed their leaves. You can see in evergreen forests, they don't shed their leaves, but here they shed their leaves during spring and early summer. Hence, they are also known as monsoon forest. The important trees which can be found are, right children, teak, sal, sandalwood, sirisi, mango and neem. The next one is scrub forest or grassland. These are found in an area having 60 to 100 centimeter of rainfall. The scrub with the short coarse grass, thorny trees and bushes are found scattered in Kutch and finger of the desert. That is a Thar desert. Grassland are mainly found in eastern Rajasthan and Punjab and parts of western Ghats. The next one is the children. Yeah, you are right. It is in there in picture. That is desert vegetation. These are found in an area with annual rainfall of 10 to 15 centimeters. The Thar Desert, including parts of Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Deccan Plateau. On account of scanty and rainfall, vegetation consists of scattered and scattered type makes thorny bushes. Next one is mountain forest. The trees and plants in which grown in the slopes of mountains are called as mountain forest. In India, they occur in the Himalayas and small extent in the Nilgiri hills. Some of the important trees are oak, ash, beech, pine, cedar and deodar. These are all some of the important trees which we can found in the areas. And the last one is mangrove forest. These forests are found in wet marshy area, river deltas and along the sea coast washed by tides. They are mainly found in the deltas of rivers on the eastern coast and in the pockets on the western coast of India. Some of the important trees are rhizophorus, pine, sundari and palm trees. Now dear children, now let us know and learn our next topic, that is distribution of forest. Total area of India about 7.74 lakh square kilometer. It accounted for about 23.6 of total area. This is much below of 33.3 recommended by the National Forest Policy Resolution of 1952. Even it is below the world average, that is 29.5%. Nearly 60% of forest area of the country which is there in Himalaya and peninsular hills and 20% in the northern plains. Hence, the conservation of forest is very important. Dear children, you may ask a question that why we have to conserve forest? Because the forest plays an important role in the national economy of India. Unfortunately, the areas under forest have been declining in recent years. There are many reasons are there. They are the expansion of agricultural land, construction of roads and railways and irrigation project, industrialization, overgrazing and forest fire. Hence, the conservation of forest for the future generation is important. Now, dear children, what is conservation of forest? The prevention of destruction over exploitation of forest and its management is called as conservation of forest. Now, what are the measures for the conservation of forests in India? They are control of deforestation and control of grazing, control of forest fire, control of insect and diseases, control of illegal cutting of trees and scientific cutting of trees, legislation to check deforestation. And you can see in the picture, yes, dear children, that is encourage people to plant saplings and encouragement of afforestation. The above said are the measures for the conservation of forest. Now let us move on to our next topic, that is wildlife sanctuaries. It refers to a place meant for providing protection to wildlife. It is an area where killing and capturing of any species of animal is prohibited. In India, there are 523 wildlife sanctuaries are there. Some of the important one are Annamalai and Mudumalai, which is there in Tamil Nadu, Dandali, Bhadra, Talakaveri and BRLs, which is there in Karnataka, that is our state, Nagarjuna Sagara, that is in Telangana, Bharatpur and Ranthambore, which is there in Rajasthan, Periyar, which is in Kerala, and Jaladpara, which is there in West Bengal. And next one is national parks. An extensive area which is specially protected to preserve in natural beauty, wildlife and forest for public recreation. Park, it is for recreation purpose and scientific interests, is called as national parks. In India, there are 99 national parks are there. Some of the important national parks are Kaziranga, which is there in Assam, Sundarbans, which is there in West Bengal, Corbett, which is there in Uttarakhand, Kanha, which is there in Madhya Pradesh, Bandipur, Banarghatta and Nagarvole, which is in Karnataka, Sarisak, which is there in Rajasthan, and Duar in UP, Uttar Pradesh, and Dabo, which is there in Maharashtra. Our last topic, that is bioreserves. The bioreserves are a special category of protected land or coastal environment. Here, people are an integral part, they are the component of the system. The main objective of biosphere reserves are conservation, research, education and local involvement. With it, we have come to end of our today's session. I hope children, you have been understood the lesson. Let us meet in our next video with the next lesson. Until then, thank you.